that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. How you doing, bro?
Man, blessed, and more blessed. I know you got a good word this morning.
And God bless you. Thank you so much, Rickey. The word of the day is our God is wonderful. Our God is sovereign. Our God is greatly to be praised. Listen, I know life can get you down and wear you down. I know that life every now and then brings us much in terms of disappointment, and it seems as if our lives are spinning out of control. But there's a wonderful passage in the book of Revelation that talks about God being wonderful, God being sovereign. And because God is wonderful and sovereign, the good news is when my life is spinning out of control, I can look up and trust that God is in control. That means that even when I cannot trace God's hand, I can trust God's heart, knowing that God's heart loves me, God's heart is concerned about me, and God's hand has the power to sovereignly rule in my situation. The good news is your life ain't out of control. God is in control. God is still running things. And as long as God is running things, you can celebrate the fact that our God is wonderful. Since God is wonderful, it means that God will fill your life with wonder. And that simply means that God will every now and then blow your mind and do something that you never saw coming. Do something that will surprise you. That's why the Bible says, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above anything we can ask or imagine, because our God is wonderful and will fill your life with wonder, where you literally wonder, wow, how did that happen? Well, don't worry about how it happened. Just know who made it happen.
Come on now.
And God is the one who made it happen. God is the one who made a way out of no way. God is the one who kept you when life was coming at you and trying to kill you. God is the one who is sovereign. God is the one who is wonderful. So go ahead, have yourself a wonderful day, knowing that God indeed is sovereign. And if you don't believe it, check out Revelation 19:1.
Man, I know that's right, man. By the Math City Gospel Choir featuring Naomi Renee. Hey, Pastor, hey, real quick, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, thank you, Ricky. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
Hey, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir.
You know, God is in the air. And one day I was feeling down, and I just went in the garage and got an air pump that I used to pump the tires up with, and I just started pumping air in the house to get God back in the house. And everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. Have a nice day, Pastor Haynes.
Bye.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 11 minutes after the hour. Y'all, the front page news is being brought to you by America's Best. At America's Best, you never overpay for eyewear. Get 2 pairs and a free quality eye exam for just $69.95. It's not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look at your front page news. President Biden said yesterday that Russia's war in Ukraine amounts to genocide, charging that the Russian President Vladimir Putin is trying to, quote, wipe out the idea of even being a Ukrainian. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin says that the peace negotiations have hit a dead end and has vowed to continue the war until its full completion. In other news, police continue to search for a man who opened fire on a subway train in Brooklyn on yesterday, shooting 10 people before escaping. All victims are expected to survive. Police have identified the man that they are looking for as 62-year-old Frank R. James, while stressing that they are not sure that he is the man who carried out the attack. However, James, who is black, has posted angry social media videos in which he blasted racism in the U.S., while sometimes lashing out at black people, including Mayor Eric Adams. Now, in some good news, gas prices are on a downward swing across the U.S. Gas Buddy reports that the price at the pump decline is now for a third week straight. The national average stands at $4.10 a gallon. All right, that's what's going on in news. But for more, just log on to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Well, the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving and company, beat the Cleveland Cavaliers to earn the 7th seed in the playoffs. They will match up against the Boston Celtics, who I may say the dangerous Boston Celtics for the first round of the playoffs. Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Clippers to advance to the Western Conference playoffs. They will play Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizz in the first round. Should be a very interesting matchup. 2 more play-in games tonight. Charlotte and Atlanta, and the Spurs versus the Pelicans. Indeed. Free agent quarterback Cam Newton. Cam is being drugged on the internet after his comments about women who don't know when to be quiet, and they complain about women that can't cook. He also was complaining that, listen, a woman that don't know how to let a man lead, he don't like that either. So, of course, women drug him on the internet.
But he didn't say nothing really wrong. If you listen, he was very respectful in what he said. He's a traditional man. He said that he supports a woman being a traditional woman.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see what's so bad about it. What's wrong with saying you want a woman that can cook and that lets a man lead?
What is a traditional woman?
In his opinion.
What's a traditional America?
He said something about a woman that he like a woman that knows how to cook, that knows how to, be quiet sometime and let her man lead. I don't think he said nothing wrong. God bless you, Cam Newton.
Cam. Cam. Gary with the T, what's up there, pimpin'?
All right, y'all. It may be a sad day in the world, honey. I don't know if anybody heard the shocking news, but Russell Wilson and his beautiful wife, Sierra, are officially parting ways, y'all, with their Seattle, with Seattle as being their town where they're going to live. And they're saying, honey, that they're selling their beautiful lakefront mansion, and they're only asking a mere $36 million. Now, they're saying, y'all, that it's a 6-bedroom, 5 and 1/4 bathroom estate, and it sits on 2 acres. The dramatic mansion, y'all, is just steps away, honey, from Lake Washington, and offers both stunning water views as well as the city skyline. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the amenities of the home, which was built back in 2007, includes a professional gym, a yoga studio, sports court, and play structure. And it also boasts, y'all, a dock structured 3 years ago and a double jet ski lift. Isn't that beautiful, y'all?
Dope.
Yes, honey. They're saying this is a beautiful home, and they're going to be leaving. And they're saying, y'all, that there's an expansive grass area that serves. Yeah, honey. But it's beautiful. They're saying, y'all, that inside the home, y'all, is just as impressive. They're saying from the moment you walk in the doors, you're greeted with a dramatic spiral staircase and chandelier, just letting residents and guests alike know they have arrived.
Going back to fine.
Look at, oh my God, it's beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful home. You know, people talking about Russell as a square, honey. I'm glad Sierra got her a square. Honey, could put her in a nice big old mansion like that and take her from one mansion to another one, honey. And them rappers, honey, can't bear to put her in an apartment. So, honey, I'm glad, honey, that she's with Russell.
I know you will.
So congratulations, honey, to Russell and Sierra, y'all. They're moving to Denver, so they're going to let go of that beautiful mansion. That's a nice house. Them children get to run all outside and play and breathe good, fresh, clean air. Oh, boy, I tell you, honey, that's living the life. So,
they got a real tree house in the backyard.
Yeah, a real tree
Nice.
house. Yeah, that's right, honey. It's just amazing, honey.
I'm in the wrong business. Let me get my arm and start back working out where I can play football.
Yeah, or at least just throw the ball. But anyway, congratulations to them. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is great pumpkin. On the high end, you say great pumpkin, and on the low end, you say beautiful orange and black. That's your color for today.
Brad, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Kurt Franklin, Tyra Banks, and Dancing with the Stars all got something in common. I'm going to tell you all about it up next in the hot spot.
I didn't
It's
get
the
it.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for those.
Wow.
What's up?
Get out of bed.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brad?
up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tad Tad, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. All right, we talked about Kirk Franklin's son yesterday. I got a little more news on him. He claimed that he was wrongfully arrested in Los Angeles earlier this week, as previously reported. He was arrested after being stopped by the police. He was reportedly driving a car of a woman who had been reported missing and is presumed to be dead. While details regarding the case are unclear, Carry-On has shared a statement from jail. He said, "Things have just been happening around me, feeling like I'm being set up, feeling like people are trying to catch me doing wrong. After I was already booked in jail, they're trying to put extra gun charges on me. Over the past year, I've had multiple vehicles. I'm a producer, filmmaker, I just love entertainment, but it comes with a lot." Yeah, stay your ass off TV talking about your dad. That's how we feel.
The thing is, how do you acquire and why do you have so many guns? And then how do you doing all this stuff? Why you got a car of someone like if that was my son? These are the questions I would have to sit down and ask him, and let's sit down and have a conversation. Why are you driving that car? What happened to the car I gave you? What happened? Where's your car?
Right. Because as a grown man, there's certain things, certain situations you shouldn't find yourself in.
Right.
And I hope he
for that.
is innocent and hope that he is proven to be innocent. But as a parent, this is what I'm sure Kurt is sitting down asking him those questions. And so how do you get yourself in this predicament and get tied into anything like this?
Well, do you not think Kirk can he be bonded out of jail, and Kirk bond him out of jail and sit down and talk with him and find out?
That's not the problem. The problem is, why are you there in the first place?
Right.
Well,
and then you bond him out. Then you know he's irrational.
You need to learn a lesson. Yeah.
Create more problems. I ain't never bonded none of mine. Mine done went to jail, but I'm not. They know not to call me. I'm like Mike Epson.
But some of them get bond and some don't. So he might not even have a bond.
Especially if the person that's missing who owns the car is dead. It's not gonna be an easy get out.
So you're a murder suspect.
See, there's more to that. You don't just find yourself in a situation like that.
Right.
There's some questions here that ain't been answered.
Yeah.
Right. All right, y'all, moving on. After multiple contestants shared daunting experiences from their time on America's Next Top Model, in an insider story released on Monday, Tyra Banks appears to have deleted her Twitter. The insider story reports that producers brought up contestants' past traumas to elicit emotional responses from them and created dangerous work environments to add to the entertainment value of the show. One contestant said her time on America's Next Top Model was like psychological warfare. Well, damn. 7 seasons. Season 7's Eugenia Washington opened up about the time she had to walk across a path of wooden planks seesawing in a pool while wearing 6-inch heels, a pencil skirt, 2 corsets, which resulted in her falling and cracking her knee. Another contestant, Aminat Ayindi, said she had a 2-inch bald spot that didn't go away fully for 3 weeks after getting a Tyra makeover, which was a mandatory makeover by Tyra Banks. Contestants were required to sign contracts stating that the show was not liable for any injuries that occurred while filming. Now, this story comes after former contestant Sarah Hartshorn tweeted in late 2021 that they only receive a stipend of $40 a day for participating in the show. Now, Eva, I know you got some insight on this stuff. I feel like these ladies, when they sign up, they want to be famous, and they're going to go through whatever it takes to become a top-notch model, So they're complaining now. Why? Because their career, they didn't move forward with their career. Like, what is the issue here?
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. I think a lot of the women, we want a successful career. We signed up to be trained and coached by the best and be given opportunities. And so I think, for some women, it didn't pan out the way that they hoped it had, and taking personal accountability or just learning that maybe that's not the path that God has for you is kind of hard to do. So it seemed as if people are loving to lash out on Tyra Banks right now, but I can't help but to talk about how great she's always been for me. I mean, I can't speak to anybody else, but she's definitely been an amazing woman, and all I've seen of her is try to help. Is she a human? Yes. Has she made mistakes? Absolutely.
Yes,
she said
right.
that. But I mean, the
Even they didn't have y'all doing crazy stuff or nothing
they
like
did.
that.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah,
Ricky,
but
I mean,
that's
I had
part
the
of the
famous
show.
tarantula picture. You know, they
Yeah.
brought
She had a
A
big
big
spider
spider.
on her face,
No,
bigger
the
than
hell
her
you
face.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rickey
she did.
Smiley.
Huge one.
Boy.
selling diamonds. And I also got that diamond campaign when I left. I got, more money. I got an extended contract. So, it's one of those things where you sign up to see if your life can change and try to see what you could reach.
Even if I see you climbing
You have
buildings.
to continue it yourself, though.
Right.
You
if I
do
see-
have to
if I-
continue it.
If I see you climbing buildings, I know something.
Not Spider-Man. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU And if you got any questions for Dr. MJ Carr, you hit us up at 8669-RICKY.
Yeah, that big
That's
spider.
8669-RICKEY. Rock T, who we repping today?
Man, we going to Alcorn State University. Coming up next on the
There it is.
HBCU
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley.
Hey, boy. Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Oh, yeah, you already know what time it is, baby. I'm hype about this one right here. Rock Teasy for Sheezy up in the house. It's time for another HBCU. We gonna always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended our historically black colleges and universities. We finna head to the SIP, baby. Mississippi, home of Alcorn State University, established in 1871. Home of the Purple and Gold Braves. Shout out to the Sound of Dynamite Marching Band and the Golden Girls Dance Line. It's going down. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students. Oh, none other than Mr. Alex Haley. He's a writer, author, who, by the way, also spent some time at Elizabeth City State College, which is another one of our amazing HBCUs. He served 20 years in the U.S. Coast Guard, became the senior editor for the Reader's Digest. He conducted the first interview for Playboy magazine with jazz musician Miles Davis about his thoughts and feelings on racism. Oh, and I bet you didn't know, he also conducted an exclusive Playboy magazine interview with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Then he wrote his first book, the autobiography of Malcolm X, which was a collaboration through several lengthy interviews with Malcolm himself. He also published the book Queen, which was adapted as a TV miniseries in 1993. But we already know his biggest accomplishment of all time is when he published Roots, based on his family history going back to the slavery days, which also became a television miniseries that reached a record-breaking audience of 130 million viewers. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. Mr. Alex Haley, another amazing HBCU alum of Alcorn State University and Elizabeth City State College. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU.
I appreciate it, Rock Teasy.
Yes, sir.
And thank you so much for the opportunity to bring health information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Ricky, this week we're going to do health maintenance, and we're going to start out with the ladies first. We're going to talk about menopause. In menopausal states, women usually in their late 40s, early 50s, start to have lower levels of the female hormone estrogen, and that results in the most common symptom that everybody knows about, hot flashes. But what you may not know about are some of the other symptoms that happen with the menopausal state. One, you get atrophy of the vagina and the vulva, which is the area around the vagina. That skin gets thin and friable. Then you get a dry vagina. Okay, that results in a condition called dyspareunia. That means painful intercourse. And so then that causes relationship problems.
Wait a minute.
So when you have a woman that has those issues, then you need to treat them and treat them aggressively. And the way to treat them is with hormone replacement therapy. The most common is estrogen therapy. And then we have estrogen therapy is the way, it's just various types of estrogen. There are pills, there are creams, there's an estrogen patch. There's even gels and creams that you can stick inside the vagina. And there's now a ring called the estrogel ring that you put inside the vagina.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to
that will
take
relieve
notes.
those symptoms.
Please do, because that removes the emotional changes that are associated with low estrogen doses, and again, just brings back the woman to be the nice, sweet person that she was previously before she started suffering from all of those symptoms. So let's get that hormone replacement therapy in place, ladies. If your doctor is not offering it to you, you need to have that discussion with either your primary care or your OBGYN to find out about hormone replacement therapy in women.
I'm so sorry. All right, let's go to the phone. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
My wife and I, we had all of the shots. The Pfizer shots, we had the booster shot, and we're both 68 years old. We never had the disease. Can we get another booster shot?
Yeah, you can get another booster, but you don't have to. If you've had 3 doses, then you're at optimal immune status right now. The only way to get better is to have had the disease. There's a lot of problems right now with doctors saying that they're not recommending boosters because they're only lasting 3 to 4 months, and they're not giving you great immune boosting as you would indicate by the term booster. So if you've had 3 shots, you are probably covered right now unless something changes or there's a new variant out. These are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the tea. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 8 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Kim Kardashian, baby, this girl is speaking out. And she's letting the world know, baby, don't even come for her, honey. Don't even try it. Because people been saying that there's a second sex tape. And Miss Kardashian said, quote, over my dead body, baby, is this going to happen again? She said, I know the right attorneys this time, baby, and I'm not going to let this happen to me again. She said to her attorney, baby, Marty Singer, per page 6. She said, I have all the time, baby, all the money and all the resources to burn them all the effing ground, honey. She said that, honey, and they're saying, honey, that Ray J ain't saying a word right now, but honey, still reported that Kanye got a red eye and flew down, honey, to Los Angeles to pick up the tape, and he delivered it to Kim himself. He said, quote, I went and got the laptop from Ray J myself that night. He said, and he said, I met this man at the airport, then got on a red eye, came back and delivered it to her at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Is that really?
Yeah, but what could the second tape tell us?
Part 2.
Yeah, but what could be part 2? We saw everything in part 1.
Hey, man, everybody like to see it.
I'm gonna walk up and hit it again.
Right.
She in a different place in her life right now. She don't need that. She don't want that out.
But isn't that sad, though, y'all? Don't y'all feel bad for Ray J? I mean, Kim Kardashian is a billionaire, and Ray J's still scuffling for money and stuff. And, honey, all because of him, we would have never had that tape, honey, with him and Kim Kardashian.
I don't think Ray J scuffling, though.
Ray doing all right.
He's doing real good with his businesses, though. He might not have as much as Kim, but he's doing very well with that Scooty bike and all them Raytronics.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
But Kim got Skims, she got M's and Dims, and she got all. So, baby, this girl got it all, honey. And Ray J had to go
Ray got residuals coming in from the Rickey Smiley sitcom.
Yeah, he's
those residual checks still coming.
Well, they give you like $1 a month, huh?
Probably so. Yeah, that's about it.
Especially if it's shot in Zimbabwe, honey. Yes, so, baby. So, child, so to make my point, honey.
Zimbabwe.
Yes, but let's keep them lifted, honey. Hopefully that tape don't come out, honey, because I would never want to see that tape again, honey. I'm glad I did have the opportunity to see it, though. So, but it was very interesting.
I feel like that tape was like looped a lot. You know what I'm saying? So if they had more footage and they wouldn't, they probably could make another one now.
Yeah, it's amazing how black men are used, honey, then thrown out to the wolves, honey. But you know, that's just the way it goes. But anyway, all right, moving on, honey. In other celebrity news, Beyonce should feel shame of herself, honey, what she's dealing with Jay-Z, honey. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Jay-Z's alleged secret daughter, y'all, baby, they say this girl's revealed, and they say she living in the hood, honey. Now, there's been some rumors out, y'all, that Jay-Z has a secret child. Now, they said the rumors came and gone for the most part, but now they're saying, honey, that Jay-Z had an offspring, honey, outside of his children with Beyonce, and they're saying, y'all, that one of his former friends, honey, a popular artist by the name of Oshino, dropped a bombshell, y'all. Do we have the audio, y'all, on Oshino? We have the audio on Oshino? dropping the bombshell? We're gonna have the audio. Okay, well they said, honey, he said that his secret daughter, Jay-Z's secret daughter, is living in Cambridge, Maryland. And baby, the people broke down Cambridge, Maryland. I don't know if y'all heard the shocking story. They're saying, y'all, that the crime statistics, honey, on the website Neighborhood Scout in Cambridge, Maryland, is one of the most dangerous cities in the country, with 97% of America being safer, y'all, than this place. And Jay-Z's beautiful daughter is living there. They say he got in a little measly $200,000 home, honey. They say when little Blue Lily and all them other children, honey, living in $100 million house and stuff, and this girl's living in a $200,000 house. And people say it's sad, honey, but they say he helped pay her bills and what have you. But they said, honey, he told her, you cannot put any pictures of me up in the house. She can't put pictures of him up in the house.
Why?
Because he don't want people to know that that's his daughter, I guess, honey. So she can't put pictures. They said she's 30 years old, honey, but she was born before Jay-Z and Beyonce got together. So
obviously,
you know, so at least that's the thing. But would y'all want y'all parent to hide you? I mean, it's like Donna Ross with that song,
Keep them safe.
Child. You think so?
Yeah.
Keep them safe.
Yeah, I mean, so.
But he's not really claiming this child, Ricky. She's living in the slums. They say she's living in a hood, a $200,000 house. When with Blue Lily them and Siri.
How old is she?
She's 30.
But that might be a nice house in that area, though. If she in the hood, that might be a decent house.
She's 30.
Yeah, but I mean, she probably still want the love of her daddy, and she probably want him to still be there for her.
Did he claim her publicly?
But they say he bought her a house, so he ain't claiming her publicly. She can't put pictures of him up in the house and stuff, but she looked just like him, so you know she cute. So there you have it. I mean,
a lot of times, man, we realize, man, you have to have her in your life. Because, man, you get old and you done gave all these doggone entitled children everything, and to be the very ones that you didn't have a relationship with that might have to wipe you or hand you a glass of water.
That's right.
So you have to be real careful and mindful and try to figure out how to develop some kind of relationship. And if she just not somebody to have a good relationship with, sometimes parenting, it don't work.
Yeah.
But put forth the effort to just try to have a relationship, where she can have some closure and feel better about. I don't know. That's sad though. That's unfortunate.
Prayerfully that they get together and stuff. Look like she got a David Yurman necklace, so he probably may have bought that for her. Oh, who said that?
What?
Somebody holler Kalua in my ear. Oh, Jesus. Oh. The Kalua today, how it is. Oh,
what's wrong with you, man?
I'm like, what the hell? The Kalua today is one of my favorite Kalua. The Kalua today.
That bipolar kicking in.
It's great pumpkin. On the high end, you say great pumpkin. On the low, you say orange and black. That's your Kalua for today. Yeah, them I ain't saying nothing.
Orange and blue.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my jogging suit. Go to hell, Gary. All three, the past 3 days, all the Kalua today based on what I got on.
Yes, sir.
Go to hell. 14 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your wake-up calls. Call me up right now, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKY. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 25 minutes after the hour. It's time for the wake-up calls, 866-9-RICKY. Here we go.
Just wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know what you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Rickey Smiley from Columbia, South Carolina. Wake up, Keisha. Wake up, Kingsley. Wake up, Arlene. And wake up, Damien. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Rickey Smiley, the fit girl you need. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. I want to wake up Rashad and Grayson from Albany, Georgia. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yes, this is D-Ray from Fort Myers, 239. I like to wake up all my kids, Lita, Olivia, Courtney, me, and all my grandkids. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Birmingham, Alabama, we want to wake up. It's night, Robot, in Collinsville. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, y'all.
We went Portland,
wake up.
In Charlotte,
Wake up.
In Raleigh,
Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Come on, Baltimore,
Wake up.
In Nashville,
Wake up.
Indianapolis,
Wake up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Appreciate it, Brad.
Our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yeah.
Now, Janie, do you make your pancakes from scratch or you use Aunt Jemima?
I use Aunt Mama.
I wish I never learned how to make it from scratch. Brett, you make them from scratch?
Yes.
Now, they got that little biscuit. All you have to do is add water and shake it, baby.
Yes.
Them things fluffy like they put some fabric softener in there. Pancakes be floating.
Wow.
Uh-huh. All right, I got our church announcements. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Now, the pastors say that somebody left an electric wheelchair plugged in down in the fellowship building during the quarantine in 2020, and it was just found yesterday. And he needs to know who mama or grandmama it belonged to. Because now the church got a bill from the power company of $820,000 and $820,740.
Somebody got paid.
Yeah, that thing ought to run like a Tesla. that thing charged forever. Whoever get that, they ain't gonna have to ever charge it again.
Okay.
Speaking of money, there's a special offering to raise $1,000 to get Deacon Ron Parker. You know him, Janie?
Yeah.
We're trying to get him out of jail. You know him, Janie?
Yeah.
You know, he admitted to putting his wife, Dolores, on the sick and shut-in list last week. And said he was sick of her hollering and nagging at him every day, so he shut her big mouth, her big loud self, in the basement for 3 days without no food.
Oh, Lord.
So we need to raise $1,000 to get him out of jail, because somebody got to count these love offerings and tithes.
Yeah.
Now, the homegoing service this Saturday for Big Pat Howard. You know Big Pat Howard?
Yeah.
You know, he was only 59. He was 6'5" and weighed 330 pounds.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
He had been battling against chronic ear sweat, stomach fevers, severe allergies. You know, he got allergies to sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Ketchup and oatmeal, he got allergies to that. And he had a wooden arm with a real hand. But that ain't what killed him.
What killed him?
Yeah, what he got from that final call was he was also born with just one big fat toe on his right foot, and his wife Loretta says Big Pat had went outside barefoot to get the mail and stepped on a nail with that big toe, and it popped like a bubble wrap, and he bled to death right there in the driveway. So his funeral will be Saturday. I'll see you at the funeral, Janie.
Now, Ja, what up, Pippin? I'm good, man. You don't know though, just a Wednesday Hump Day Mix, man. Of course, you make sure hit me up on the Instagram at JAH
Yes, sir. Appreciate your job.
Yeah, but my pleasure, about Rocky.
Yo, what up, man? I can hear the breathing on the phone. Black Tony, what's up, man?
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to tell you this right now. I'm not gonna be there today.
That doesn't surprise me one bit, Tony. But what's your reason now?
It's not. I got real low self-esteem right now.
What's going on, man? What didn't happen?
You know, I've been taking karate class all the week.
Right.
I got beat up yesterday. The karate instructor. Y'all had that dentist on the radio. So I need to talk to her.
So what happened? Was you sparring a kid, another adult? What?
No, they made me fight them kids cause they talking about, but them kids were teasing at me, talking about you a grown man and you're taking karate class with all the kids, and they jumped. They made me fight all of them kids. I had to fight like 6 on.
Right.
and two of them were 4 because they were twins. Another one was 6. Another one was 8. Another one was 7. Another one was 6. And they made me fight all of them, but they all got yellow belts. I ain't got nothing but a white belt. I ain't know how to stop all them kicks. And one of them kicked me in the mouth, so that knocked my tooth out. I need to get that dentist back. So can you get that dentist on the telephone, sucker?
Yeah, we'll get Dr. Daniel in touch with you. You a white belt, they're a yellow belt. They ain't too much difference between the two other than the color.
Yeah, but they strong and fast. There were too many of them kicking me at the same time.
So which tooth got knocked out, Tony?
The one in the front. Damn, I just told you the one in the front of us, man.
Well, how come you ain't got no lisp when you talk?
So you trying to get that?
I'm just saying you go ahead and take off, man. Don't worry about it. We'll get you in touch with Dr. Daniel, man.
So I'm good for today.
You good, man.
All right, I'm gonna have this.
What's up?
Get out of bed. Rickey Smiley. Hold it.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the tip. It's Gary, baby.
5 minutes after the top of the hour, half man, half woman. Gary with the T. What up there, man?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Wendy Williams, y'all, they're saying, honey, that this girl is still locked out of her accounts, honey. And that's not a good look at all, baby. They're saying last month, y'all, after coming out of a self-imposed 6-month hiatus, baby, daytime talk show host Ms. Wendy Williams accused her ex-manager, Bernie Young, y'all, of seizing control of her Wells Fargo bank account, honey. They say Wendy still, honey, don't have access to her money, and that's not a good look. Now, all they're saying is that while she's able to pay for her food, y'all, and things like that in her daily life, they say Williams' attorney, LaShawn Thomas, and said her client, honey, still cannot log into her online account and see what's going on in her assets, baby. And that's a dirty look. Could y'all imagine not being able to check y'all bank account?
Why you got all your assets tied up in one account at one bank? Who does, like?
Well, man, maybe her manager done it, but I mean, Eva, you got money, you and Brad. Do y'all let people tie up y'all accounts like that? Or do y'all manage y'all own
Wendy's
accounts?
not letting anybody tie up her account. You know, she had, really bad illnesses, which led to the people that oversee her business dealing with the bank and trying to get access to it, and they were successful. So it's an unprecedented thing, but it's not an uncommon thing.
But didn't what I said make sense? Like, why would you have all your funds tied up in one place?
You don't have the same accounts. You have a business account, a personal account, IRAs.
So
but they could be the same bank, Kay.
But why
you could
wouldn't
bank
you
Wells
spread it
Fargo
out if you got a little bit more?
So you got move your money around to different banks.
Move your money around, yeah.
She probably has something, but she want all her coin.
Right. And you have those accounts where the bulk of your money is at, and it sounds like for her that is this account
The
at Wells
business
Fargo.
account or something, yeah.
Right. That is this is the big account.
But it's horrible to have people that do you like that. That though, after you take care and look out for them. I'm grateful for my auntie and accountant who really genuinely cares and loves me and you can trust. Because it's hard to find people to trust these days, Gary.
Girl, trust me, honey. You know, Eva, what I be doing in the morning, girl, when we was in the studio?
Every single morning, Gary check his bank account and it don't move but about 4 cents in the last 3 years. I know.
That's right. That's right.
That's exactly how I lost all my millions.
Yeah, well, honey, I'll check my pennies, baby. I need to know, honey, if they paid my child support, honey, if they paid my grocery bill, and all that, honey. And all my cheering, baby. So check your own account. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. Oh my God, y'all. Nene Leakes is speaking out, y'all. They're saying she's facing some ongoing harassment, y'all. They say for years, honey, former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Miss Nene Leakes has been accusing mysterious forces, y'all, behind the scenes, honey, of blacklisting her, y'all, in Hollywood. They blacklist Nene in Hollywood? They say now, honey, Ms. Lee says that her family and businesses, y'all, are also being talked about the forces who are out to get her, honey. She said, quote, they always blacklist you, honey, when you tell the truth. And then she said, stop harassing me, my business and my family. Stop having me follow. Stop blacklisting black women, honey, for speaking the truth. Stop paying off attorneys to not file discrimination claims. Stop it, is what she said, honey.
You really think Nene drawing all that heat from anybody?
Baby, Nene's a major star, honey, A-list, honey. Yes,
apparently not.
Well, if they blacklist her in Hollywood, honey, Monique said they blacklist her, and allegedly
blacklisting her, ain't nobody just ain't checking for you?
Oh.
That's what blacklisted means, though. It means that people say and smear your name so that no one checks for you.
Well, if that's the case, I think I'm blacklisted because I ain't on nothing.
No, but they had to check for you first, though. The idea was that at one point they were checking and then something happened. Like, she had a television show written by Ryan Murphy for her. Like, don't sleep. Nene is not Rudy Pooch. She's entertainment.
So you think they blacklisted her? Even you think it sounds like the song Michael Jackson. Somebody's always watching me, and I can't. And this is not a fantasy or whatever it was.
Watching me.
Yeah, it seemed like that, honey. I mean, have anybody spoken?
I'm gonna go with my theory.
What? That nobody's checking out to her.
That maybe the folks that she want to be checking for her just ain't checking for her.
Why? Because she probably thinks she.
I don't know why, but maybe she just ain't that. Maybe she just ain't what she thinks she is.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah,
Oh, she's great entertainment. She's coming out of losing her husband and trying to figure out what this new phase of her life looks like. And I think
she
that's
look happy. That's what makes me happy. She look happy with her guy, and when I see her on social media, her restaurant or club is doing well.
She got no boyfriend.
This is always popping.
Yeah,
she
I was
look
at
happy.
Sugar Daddy, a cat daddy in there. You can go get some kind of cell phone bill paid at Lenithia's for sure.
Well, I know one thing. They better stop blacklisting her because if she feels that she's being blacklisted, honey, she's being blacklisted. So we just got to keep her lifted up in prayer because it's a sad look right now. So just keep her, just keep praying, honey. I always feel that somebody's watching me and I have no privacy. So let me do my color day before I get hollered at. All right, the color today, honey, one of my favorite colors. My color today is Great Pumpkin. On the high end, you say Great Pumpkin, and on the low end, you say beautiful black and orange. That's your color for today, y'all. It's so sad.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. We got our What's Trending topic coming up next, man. Stay tuned. It's going to be very interesting. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What you do?
Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. What's Trending topic is brought to you by
Always Ultra Thins with Always Triple Protection System. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort on your period with Always Ultra Thin. What's up, Rock?
All right, man. So a lot of people talking about this story out of Kentucky where a picture was taken in a high school classroom and shows a white student holding a noose around the neck of a black kid. They're calling the photo racially insensitive. One kid in the classroom says they were pretending to lynch him while some of the other students laughed. And here's what we know so far. It happened in Corbin, Kentucky, a city with history of racism. Both of the kids are members of the junior ROTC, and the black student brought the rope to school. All right. The teacher was out of the classroom. Students say the black kid is a quiet student who doesn't show his feelings much, and he kind of let it happen. Others are saying the black kid was in on the joke. Luckily, a few white students spoke up, and the school is investigating the incident. But we want to know, when it comes to racism, do you think the younger generation takes it seriously? Why or why not? We want you guys to call us up at 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. What y'all think?
Well, my last kid just graduated high school last year. His sister graduated the year before. So they're fresh out of high school. They went to probably maybe 60-40 black-white school, 50-50. And their relationship with their white counterparts in the school, from what I can see, it was pretty loose.
Right.
Like, and I'm not saying they don't take racism seriously, but the kids get a lot of leeway with each other. Like, this generation of kids, they take a lot of, like, something like this, I could see it happening in that school and it not being that big of a deal. Because they are pretty cool with their white counterparts, and vice versa.
But how can you do something like this and think that it's not that big of a deal?
I'm just saying, no, I'm saying for us,
right,
it's a bigger deal. But for them, they seem to be pretty loose with it. Like the kids who interacted with each other, the whites and blacks, they were pretty loose with each other from what I can see on the outside looking in.
I mean, I have a different perspective. I think racism in America is just completely brazen and has been emboldened by Agent Orange. And so you have parents at home saying and acting out things that their kids did not know or didn't realize mommy felt that strongly about, and then are adopting it because they're kids. But by the same token, I think that the younger generation is a lot more woke. It depends on what you're comparing it to. I mean, I know a lot of people in the older generation where they feel like they have to do things to survive and pass by. vibe. But the young kids are woke. They're speaking their piece. They're not afraid. They're reading their history. They're learning. And so I think it's the way in which you look at it and which kids you're looking at. That county in that area, absolutely racist. And those kids were being kids and were inappropriate. But I think the younger generation is very woke.
They may be woke, but they're not as woke as they need to be woke because, hell, these kids today, especially, with the blacks and the white kids, the black homes are probably telling the kids, honey, just smile and turn the cheek. Don't do nothing wrong. If somebody slap you, I'll do that because you're going to go to jail, as opposed to the white family, honey, letting their kids know, look, this is what you do because this is what they saw from their grandparents and what have you, knowing that they were hanging black people and doing all these different things to black folks, and they still living that, but we still doing the Martin Luther King turning the other cheek, honey. So it just...
But from what I can see with my kids
being
high school age, just out of high school age, a lot of their white counterparts in their school were so cool with the black kids that some of the white kids, now I don't know if they ever said this in front of either one of my kids, but the N-word is something that we think is like in our
culture
generation is forbidden. But in their generation, the white kids are trying so hard to appropriate black culture that they feel comfortable saying it around their black friends. They say it to each other. White kids will call the other white kids my N-word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they all kind of laugh about it. And they look at us as we taking it too seriously. Right. I didn't even know how to really deal with it.
Because they want to be like us, right?
Yeah, because they really want to be like us.
That's crazy. And some of them don't even know the history of it and how offensive it is because they just going on with their lives, living how they do today around their friends. They feel like among their peers and among their friends, it's okay to do. I've heard
if your friends let you. I mean, it's about appropriateness, right? So like that new TV show with Bel Air, Carlton says the N-word all the time with his friends, and Will Smith's like, bro, you can't say that. Like, that's so inappropriate.
Right.
And you got two black kids, same generation. They grew up in different households.
Yeah.
Will's household, his mama taught him that you don't do that. That's not Carlton's upbringing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, where you still, I mean, two kids, same generation, two different thought patterns, both black kids.
Well, let's go to the phones, man. When it comes to racism, do you think the younger generation takes it seriously? Why or why not? 866-9-RICKEY. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Good morning.
Yeah, I think they do because my kids literally talk to me all the time about it, and they feel more strongly about it than we did when we was growing up. So, yes, I do think that it's taken seriously. Since the Trump era, it's become more blatantly racism in children have been more blatant.
I don't think that they take it seriously because we lose a lot of our young ones due to racism. And it's not just because they're young. Us as parents, we have to teach them about racism and how serious to take it. So I think it's more so like falls on the parent.
Yes, I believe we do take it seriously. I don't believe that we take stuff that previous generations took.
I would have to say no. To me, it's because of the parents told the kids can only take racism as serious as the parents. If all the parents are conforming to this world and we have, the same opportunity as everybody else and they're preaching that to their kids, of course they're not going to take racism seriously.
I think in this generation, kids are so desensitized to everything that they don't even see blatant racism as it's happening. They think it's just an overreaction from our generation's part. It's also I think it's also a two-pronged effect that our history has been so whitewashed that they don't even understand things that are still happening currently because they never understood they happened in the first place.
That last caller said something.
She said something.
Yes.
She said something, man.
They are desensitized to everything.
Come on, man.
Violence, racism, sex, everything. They kind of take everything as, hey, it's just.
And with the critical race theory being taught in school, and like the last caller said, with the whitewashing of American history, which is black history, then, you have nothing to compare it to. You don't really understand where you're going if you don't know where you came from.
But critical race theory is not really taught in school. It's something that's discussed, but it's taught like in.
But the ideology behind critical race theory is what I'm saying, and what we're teaching our kids, and we're just basically whitewashing and softening up racism in America.
But if you didn't get in on this call, this conversation, hit us up on social media. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We're gonna continue the conversation there. Let's get it, baby.
If you got it, it ain't no question.
Listen, hey man, I am so honored to do this part right here. Now, last August on my birthday, I decided to make it a day of giving, and I'm blessed to not, like I'm just so blessed. So I just want to make sure that I bless other people. And one of those people is a young lady named Daza Rogers, who I met working at the marina in Fort Lauderdale at down at the Bahia Mar Rock.
Yes, sir.
And every time I saw Daza, she would just Deja, my bad. Every time I saw Deja, she was just always so pleasant and professional, and always had a big smile on her face, even after standing hours in the hot sun. But I could not help but notice that she was missing, a front tooth. And Rock, we went to the fair that time.
Yes, sir.
And same thing. And I am real big when it comes to dental hygiene. That's one of my rest in peace. I'm gonna start calling this the Dr. Florella Jameson. That was the Florella Jameson segment. I had a black dentist, and she didn't play no games or whatever, and she made me take care of my teeth. And here I am. So when I see people, man, I just be wanting to bless them. But I could not notice that she was missing her front tooth, and she was smiling at every single person that came through the gate that let you into the hotel, into the marina, and she was working parking, so I gave her a dental surprise last year, so she could get her teeth fixed, and she is back this morning to update us on everything that has happened over these past 8 months. Deja, good morning.
Good morning.
What's up? How you feeling? Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm feeling it's unbelievable right now.
Hey, so how does your new improved smile make you feel?
It is a game changer. Like, when I say it has enhanced everything, like every aspect of me is just wow.
Man, I'm so excited. Now, this whole process has been full of unbelievable twists and turns. Sadly, the dentist who started working on your teeth, my frat brother, Dr. Todd Smith, he passed away. Gary, he passed away in November after a private battle with cancer, and we continue to keep his family in prayer. But your story does have a happy ending. Joining us now is Dr. Kyone Daniel from the Daniel Dentistry in Miami Gardens, Florida, and she was able to take over Dr. Smith's dental practice. Good morning, Dr. Daniel.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, thank you for joining us this morning. Oh, man, I'm so excited about this. Now, you first met Deja shortly after Dr. Smith went into the hospital. Tell us about that day and what you remember most.
So, as you said, Deja was a patient with Dr. Smith. He was the previous owner of the dental office, but unfortunately, he passed away last year. So I was able to hop in and acquire his office by the grace of God and with the help of my mentor and family and mom at just the age of 26.
That is awesome. That is
awesome.
That
right? Yeah, come on.
26. My goodness, 26. That is what's up. I got a question for Deja. Dr. Smith passed away before the work was done on your teeth. So what was that period like not knowing what was going to happen?
Well, I just kept in memory of what him and his family were going through. So I knew it was going to be done, but I also knew it was going to take time. So there was really no rush for it on my end, because at the end of the day, Dr. Smith really did take great care of me in the beginning. And even before he passed, he made sure that I still had a full set of teeth, even if they were temporary.
That's awesome.
Dr. Daniel, it must feel good to actually be a part of Black history, because, owning a dental practice in South Florida at the age of 26 is amazing. How does it feel? I mean, what direction are you going to go after this?
I feel great. Honestly, it's still starting to sink in, but, when I started dental school back in 2017, I had a vision. I wanted to come home. I wanted to come back to Miami. I wanted to take care of my people and just be a part of the positive things that are coming out of Miami for years to come. So I'm happy. I'm super excited. We are officially, tomorrow is going to be our 1 month anniversary at the office, and we've just done so many great things. We've changed so many lives, and I'm just excited for the future.
So, Deja, how have things changed, you, honey, since Dr. Daniel finished your teeth?
Attention. A lot of attention.
Wow.
Right. It's just different because people would look and some people will smile in your face, but then they also have that curiosity in the back of their head, and you can see them hesitating on it. But now you just see
just people just gravitating more towards me and have been a lot bold recently.
Yeah, I just remember that you were just so nice to everybody, and you smiled at every single person came through that gate. And as a comedian, our first instinct as a comic is to think of and then I was like, nah, this is a young lady, this is a black woman or whatever, and just wanted to give her a boost. But you didn't need the confidence because you smiled at everybody. Because if that was me, I probably would never smile and probably would be cover up my face every time I smiled. But I mean, you had so much enthusiasm. You was kind to people. You was helping people in and out or whatever. And I was like, man, let's find a way to try to get her smile corrected or whatever. And I'm just so excited. And last question, Dr. Dane. I know you got a lot of people that are afraid of the dentist. A lot of folks afraid to go to the dentist. What is the main thing you want people to know about dental health and hygiene?
That is a great question. So many people, they come to the office, they're nervous. I want everyone to know that the smile, the teeth is so important. Our mouth is the pathways to so many different things. You use your teeth for everything, to smile, to talk, to laugh, to get phone numbers for men if they want them. So just making sure that you take care of your teeth. And we like to let our patients know that we're not scared. We have the R&B vibes. We have good people at the front desk. We have great assistants. Just creating a family-oriented and nice and calming atmosphere so our patients feel comfortable, and then everything else there is easy.
26 years old in Miami, God. I'm coming down there. I'm just coming down there to get my teeth clean. I cannot wait to meet you, Dr. Daniel. Let everybody know about your new dental practice and how they can follow you on social media.
Okay, so we are located in Miami Gardens. We'll be hosting our official grand opening on May 14th from 10 to 2 p.m. You guys can follow us on Instagram at Daniel Dentistry. And I just want to thank you, Mr. Smiley, for allowing me to be a part of this project. I know you're Mr. Smiley, but we can definitely make it better. So come through. We'd love to have you and the rest of the fam at Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I will see you in 2 weeks. I'm definitely coming. I have to go down here and check this out. Proud of you and congratulations on everything. Hey, Deja, proud of you, Deja. We love you. And we love you too, Dr. Daniel. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 26 minutes after the hour. Got your front page. Eva, brought to you by
Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Credit Card. You can earn 3% cash back on online shopping, making the essentials even more rewarding. Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look at your front page news. So yesterday, Russian President Vladimir Putin said that the peace negotiations in Ukraine have hit a dead end, and he vowed to continue the war, in quote, until its full completion. Meanwhile, President Biden said that Russia's war in Ukraine amounts to genocide, charging that Putin is trying to, quote, wipe out the idea of even being a Ukrainian. Meanwhile, here in the U.S., a manhunt continues for a suspect who opened fire on a subway train in Brooklyn on yesterday. 10 people were shot, at least 23 were injured. Police are looking for 62-year-old Frank R. James, who they believe might have carried out the attack. Now, James, who is a black man, has posted angry social media videos in which he blasted racism in the U.S. and lashed out at some black people, including New York's Mayor Eric Adams. Now, yesterday, we talked about Philadelphia becoming the first U.S. city to reinstate mask mandates. Well, as COVID numbers continue to rise, some universities across the U.S. are also partially reinstating campus mask mandates. The uptick of numbers is still driven by the subvariant of Omicron called BA2. However, good news is that nationwide hospitalizations and deaths continue to fall. And in some other good news, gas prices are also going down across the U.S. Gas Buddy reports that the price at the pump decline is happening for the third straight week in a row. The national average now stands at about $4.10 a gallon. And don't forget the Krispy Kreme gas promotion happens today. That means you can get a dozen of original glazed donuts at the price of a gallon of gas. That's $4.11. Now, a cost of a dozen donuts normally from Krispy Kreme costs $10. So that's a nice little steal. All right, that's a quick look at your front page news. For more, just log on to the Rickey Smiley morningshow.com. Rock T, our sports genius. What's going on?
Eva, I'm going to get a dozen of them doggone Krispy Kremes when we leave here playing.
I know.
The Brooklyn Nets beat Cleveland Cavs to earn the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs last night. They will match up against the Boston Celtics. And I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be an easy series. They're going to go back and forth, man. Boston is the truth. I'm going to give you my opinion later on in the week on that, though. Minnesota Timberwolves, they beat the Clippers to advance to the Western Conference playoffs. They will play the Memphis Grizz in the first round. 2 more play-in games go down tonight. Charlotte versus Atlanta and the San Antonio Spurs versus the New Orleans Pelicans. And then, first round of the playoffs, we going to get it on. All right, free agent quarterback Cam Newton. Cam is being dragged on the internet by several women for saying these words right here.
A woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby, like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Yeah, it's so it was so condescending. The tone was condescending. You know, sometimes you have to say stuff, make your point without making it sound so condescending. It sounded disrespectful. I understand what he's saying, I understand his point, but sometimes it's just how you say stuff.
That's a good point. That's a good point. It did not. I listen to it again.
Right. The first time
because you was over there agreeing.
No, but I still no. Hey, I still agree with the message. I agree with the message.
But
the tone was wrong.
The tone was wrong.
But I agree with the message.
And how you say it or whatever. Then you don't tell nobody. And I would not have said, be quiet, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I would say I would say it in the manner of I would love to have a woman that cook and that use discretion. Something like that.
And that can listen as well as
and that can
talk.
Listen, and we can understand instead of saying me, each other, can make it all about you.
And we can communicate.
Yeah, sometimes it's just not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah, because if you try to get them if you want them to be quiet, then you probably shouldn't be around them anyway. If you don't want to hear them talk like that.
Right.
I
and
don't
the
know about
idea
that.
of discretion, I think that's perfect. It's definitely how you say it, because how you say it is how I receive it.
Yeah.
So,
but condescending tone is terrible, period, all around. I don't like condescending tone from a man or a woman.
Come on, dog. You preaching that.
Condescending
you
tone
are preaching, Ricky.
I'm smarter than you and da 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 and that kind of. I can't stand it from anyone, and it just make you feel small.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We understand a lot of people, women educated and stuff, but damn, you know what I'm saying. Don't nobody want to hear all that all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got a chick work at Burger King that'll treat you right.
Right.
Damn them down. I don't care how many degrees you got on the wall. You can work at rallies or whatever and just know how to be a good woman and a lover and a friend. That's all only thing somebody need. We don't care about no damn credential, because I promise you I done dated judges and everything. I don't want to feel like I'm on the witness stand at dinner.
Right. And nor does a woman want to feel like she has to tiptoe around her husband or her man because he's a provider or a protector. You want to be able to be yourself and the best self.
Right. And
that's
everybody
why you fall in love.
Yeah, and everybody just ain't meant to be with everybody either. You know what I'm saying?
If your nerves that bad, don't be with them, right?
Yeah.
Like if you need to tell her when to shut up and you want her to be quiet, then you need to
Baby.
be around somebody else.
That's not your girl.
Right.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's
hot.
Right.
Catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
That's why the girl I date now is deaf, and we just do sign language.
So deaf.
What you got, Brett?
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Now, y'all, we still praying for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood star Apple Watts. Now, as I previously reported, she was in critical condition after being involved in a serious car crash. Well, reports are saying that she's currently still unresponsive but stable after receiving a fractured skull, broken spine, and a shattered arm. She is currently unstable. She's unable to close her right eye and will undergo surgery on Friday, April 15th. She reportedly had one successful surgery on her neck. Meanwhile, her sister Dominique Flournoy has organized a GoFundMe page for her sister for fans and supporters who want to contribute any help with medical and rehabilitation costs, as well as support for her children during this, healing process. So let's continue to pray for her. The GoFundMe page, they have one for her. So, that is just horrible. It's so tragic. Like, oh my goodness. Like, you don't think that yesterday you was fine, and then today you is in the hospital and you unresponsive like that. It's just really, really sad.
I had dinner
really
with one of my former employees who I absolutely love, Coco. Gary, I don't know if you know this. Coco, her chemotherapy is not working. She's stage 4 cancer. You didn't know that? Yeah.
She looked good.
She looked good. We had I made a Facebook post. Y'all can hit her up on her Cash App. You can just go to my Facebook page. But she came. We kicked. I said, well, what you on? She said, hey, I done already took care of my business. I'm just going to enjoy life or whatever, and we're just going to try to have a good summer.
Yeah, 'cause she has a great spirit.
Great spirit. We had enjoyed her yesterday and stuff, man. But there's so many people out there going through sickness and pain, and we just thank God for grace and mercy. So any day that you healthy can jump up out of bed and do what you got to do, that's always a good day, because it's people out here sitting up there with death on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And knowing that you know what I'm saying, you can't get treated for your illness, and I mean I'll tell you, I get in depth with that conversation.
What about that lady we had on the show before, Rick? That created something about helping cure cancer.
Oh yeah, Doctor.
The lady.
Yeah, Dr. Green. It's just about getting the funding. Getting the funding and stuff. And sometimes I believe personally that they could come up with a cure if they want to, but the pharmaceutical company makes so much damn money off of treating cancer.
Yes, sir.
Then if you come up with a cure for cancer, then what's the purpose? And I really believe that.
Cancer, diabetes, all that.
Yeah.
The headache.
Yeah.
Common cold, all that stuff.
So, I mean, if you can get a man to the moon and you could come up with a vaccine for coronavirus, I'm sure you can come up with a cure
for something that's been
cancer.
Here for a very long time.
So
I think.
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, y'all, we got the praise mix down. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What's up?
Get out